Good Milipalcha, 100,000 welcomes. I'm Stan Moray, President, Waxy, that's an old Irish name for a candle maker, and Wizard, and this is WizardCraft Technologies.
Well, I thought we'd start the tour of the factory today, and here's some wise warning for those who would stray in the wrong place. So here we are at the laboratory door. More wise words. So here we go into the factory, to the laboratory. This used to be the original factory here in Sacramento, and we built this big table. The factory originally started with a small computer desk and one electric burner, and as you can see, we've expanded quite a ways from that. Take a look at some of the parts of the table here. This rack here is where we make our chakra candles, and we have our different herbs and stones that we use for the specific chakras. And we also fill our Negaside and our clear all bottles. We do our herbal infusions and elixirs here. So we have some of them that are already labeled and some that are filled to be labeled. And that's for the pillar candles that we make. And these are the oils that we use. A lot of these are essential oils, and some of them are fragrance oils. And it looks like a cat got in here and rearranged things on me. We have a couple of kitties that like to come in here and play quality control and shop steward. And these are our dyes that we use in our candle wax. We have quite a few of them. There are also different tools that we use for our work. And this is a broader view of the rack with some of the infusions that are used for our chakras and clear all products. And this is where we have all our gel and soy pots. We have quite a few of them, different colors. And then we have a pot rack here where we hang things that we use for finishing the candles, you know, topping off the holes, the cavitations, so that the candle comes out looking flat. And we like music in here, so we have our stereo set up, and there's our library. And here's where we've gone from one burner to two. And here's the finished product and part of an order that we're doing for a store in Reno, Nevada. We'll move along here. Now, remember the paper labels we have? Well, these are the Negaside candles. These are the candles that we sell that you can light for about 15 minutes that will clear negative energy out of a space on a continuous basis. You snuff it out, and then whenever you feel you need to light it again, you light it again. Okay, and it's always advisable to put a plate underneath this, you know, to keep any wax dripping from getting on your countertops or whatever. And these are our stones and herbs. There's some of our magical powders. This is where we have all our different stone chips that we use in our candles for the energy. And these are the herbs. Sometimes we buy the herbs whole and we grind them ourselves. It just seems to make more sense that way, and it's a little cheaper. And sometimes, like the mistletoe, we get out of nature itself. We find a place that's got a lot of mistletoe, and we harvest it, and then take it and either grind it up or use it in witches' ladders, depending on its properties. And here's some Negaside powder. And here's kind of humble beginnings. we have a sense of whimsy around here, so you know, things like skin of toad and toe of frog, we don't really have that, but you know, it just looks good. And of course, wizard time for our favorite little clocks. And we have the wheel of the year up here. And now we're ready to go into the factory. Welcome to the WizardCraft factory. We moved outdoors because we needed more room, and we built this long, I don't know, it's about 30 to 60 foot table, and broke it up into little stations. This is the wicking station, and of course we have music out here, and these are some of our molds. Some of our polycarbonate molds that we make our gemstone. These are the molds we use for our gemstone candles right here. And that is Hermes, one of our shop stewards. Hermes! Meow, 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 meow. He's quite the talker. Meow. Probably complaining because he wants to get fed. Anyway, so we have some more molds here. This is a mold rack that we have to hold these particular types of pillar molds. And then we have our gel wax that we store here. And we have more plastic molds, two-piece plastic molds that we do some of our fancier candles in. And here's a candle that we're doing for a customer that's shaped like a cone. And the ripples is just the way it cools. And then we have our thermometers and different tools that we use for putting oils into the wax and stirring it up and doing all sorts of stuff. And these are more of the pictures that we use for wax melting. The ones on the top rack are for a specific customer that uses their own oils and oil blends for their candles. So we keep those separate from the ones we use so we don't cross-contaminate the scents or the energy properties. And here is one of our pots that we're melting of yellow wax in a single electric burner. And then we have a regular propane burner that's a camp stove that we modified to a large propane tank that if the electricity goes out, we can still do the work. It melts and hotter and faster. Of course, we have to use the thermometers and watch the temperature. And here's one of our little guardians. He is always on watch. And then we have the generator. This generator is a crystal generator that uses music and chimes, and basically what it does is when we have candles that we want to infuse with a general boost of energy for use, we put them in here and charge them at the subatomic level. Now for some people it's not that big of a deal and they don't really know what that means. But what it means is that when you go to light a WizardCraft candle for magical purposes or for creating change in your life, you know it's going to have a massive burst of energy that will be sustained and long-lasting. So now we're going to take a look at the factory from this end. Kind of pan across. And that's the extent of our factory. We get quite a bit done in a small space, but that's how we do things here. And we need to zoom in on a former employee. Yeah, like I said, we're not without a sense of whimsy here. So we like to keep things humorous. We do everything with light, love, and laughter. So beware. Anyway, that was the tour. We hope you enjoyed it. And We hope you look forward to the next set of videos which we'll be putting up. Okay? Blessed be.
Well, that concludes this video for WizardCraft Technologies. I hope that you enjoyed it. And please feel free to post your comments on our wall and visit us at www.wizardcandles.com, which is the website you see at the bottom, where you email us at wizardcraft@sbcglobal.net. Until we meet again, blessed be.